Let's do it. Unreal, dude. Unreal. Feeling good. Feeling blessed. You know what I did today? Absolutely nothing. You know the last time I did absolutely nothing? Never, dude. Never. It feels like that. Cheers. Okay, let's talk about this game for like 10 to 15 minutes. Happy birthday, Mr. Whale. Doing this thing, just turned 30. I'm curious though, what you do for your 30th birthday, man? Let us know. And did you celebrate in any way, shape, or form with the game tonight? You know what I mean? Did you order like an extra pizza? You get the sides with your pizza meal, okay? Did you pour yourself a drink? Let us know. Anyways, the Canucks, they do what? They pick up a dub against the Calgary Flames, 4-2. A pretty boring game. A game that, to be honest, could have gone any way, right? For real. The Canucks had a 2-1 lead going into this third period, and I don't know, something was just a little off. Something was a little off, okay? And maybe that's just a little bit of, I don't want to say boredom, but there's a part of me that expects the offense for the Vancouver Canucks to be all over teams like the Calgary Flames and the Montreal Canadiens, right? For real. And I know we scored 4 goals in both those games, 1 empty netter, blah, blah, blah. But again, 5-on-5 with those first 2 lines, I feel as if collectively, those two, the JT Miller line, the Pedersen line, they just haven't been in sync. This all being said, let's focus on the positives. Let's focus on the fact that one of those lines was doing it, okay? For real. Pedersen, Garland, Hoglander. At times, they looked really dangerous. And 2 times, Hoglander was there at the end of a play, scoring a big goal. In fact, that second goal he scored was, in my opinion, monumental. I think that is a goal that sets him up to do a lot more moving forward, okay? There was a call from the color analyst on Hockey Night in Canada, and he said he was excited to see Hoglander, in the playoffs. And it really made me think, like, we keep talking about these X factors, right? Is it Connor Garland? Is it Nikita Zadorov? Is it Niels Hoglander? When Hoglander does things like that, and we're going back to, again, the second goal, it makes you think how much better this guy can be, and can he kick it into an extra gear going into the playoffs? And if you're a Canucks fan, a part of you, right, and this has a lot to do with Elias Lindholm being really, really boring, okay? Elias Midholm. This team does need another top 6 player outside of Besser, Miller, and Pedersen to be one of those guys. And can Hoglander be one of those guys? I think he can. For real. What a goal. What a performance. 22 goals. Are all of those goals at even strength? There was also this other stat, right? He leads the NHL in goals for players that average 12 minutes or less per game. That's an unreal stat, and that's Niels Hoglander. Again, one of the biggest X factors for the Vancouver Canucks. Speaking of X factors, okay, let's talk about Midholm. Mr. Whale with the comment. Man, oh man. Another boring game for a guy that did pick up an empty netter. And maybe that empty netter takes him, I don't know, to the next level, okay? For real. Maybe it does. I don't know. All I do know is I'm not just confused. I'm kind of losing a little hope here. I want to see more. Oh, look at me, man. Just being so... Come on, Kyle. This is why I need Trevor, okay? Trevor will be here in like 40 minutes. Not on this live, but he'll be over, okay? Lindholm, though. Okay, I got to be positive. The face-offs, right? The face-offs. This guy was a dynamo in the face-off circle today. In fact, there was a play late in the second period, an offensive zone face-off. Miller picks up a one-timer with like 5 seconds left because of a big Elias Lindholm face-off win. And Miller missed. And where am I going with this? Is this where I'm at with Lindholm? Am I just expecting him to be a smart player, a useful player, and not a dynamic player, even though the Canucks gave up a bit of a ransom to get that guy? Again, Am I being too negative right now? Maybe. It's Saturday night, Mr. Whale's 30th birthday. I'm sipping on a Sapporo. I gotta be happier, right? But man, oh man, a game after game after game, I'm just sitting here just, I don't know, expecting more. Not only from, again, the top players on the team, but just Lindholm in general. Where's that extra gear? Now let me actually break this down a little slower, okay? Let me really think about it, okay? If I really think about the team's effort today, right? The board work, the physicality, I do have to throw in the fact that Lindholm was a part of that. He wasn't bad today, just again, right down the middle. In fact, that's why Mr. Whale calls him Elias Midholm. Look at me, okay? For 20 seconds, I tried my best to be positive about Lindholm, and I went back to calling him Midholm. That is something else, okay? Somebody slap me, okay? For real. Look at the comment from AC Slayer, okay? Brother, the schedule's about to get a lot tougher. We got Edmonton, Vegas twice, and then Dallas and then the Los Angeles Kings as well. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know, and I'm excited, man. I can't be the only one. I cannot be the only one that, I'm not getting up for these games, okay? We face the Canadians. I'm a little bored. We face the Flames. I'm a little bored. They're picking up wins. You know, I'm staying excited. We're up to 98 points. The playoffs are, what, 10 games away? We haven't done this in a long time. But man, oh man, the talent that we are facing is, how do I say it? It feels fake, you know? Because we know what is coming, and that's a 7-game series against a really good team. And if we want to bring it back to the regular season, we got games against the Stars, the Kings, the Golden Knights, and the Oilers coming up. Look at Mike's comment. Okay, Midholm was house shopping yesterday. Okay, do we got to stop calling Elias Lindholm Midholm? That's not. Is it? I'm guilty. Damn, this beer is good, man. Yo, cheers to the Canucks fans, man. For real, man. And cheers to Lindholm, okay? Can we have a little prayer for Lindholm? Elias Lindholm, man, I'm sorry for calling you Midholm. I'm sorry for critiquing your game way too much tonight. But man, oh man, please be more than a bottom 6 player. Please be more than a bottom 6 player. Okay, and on that note, you know, I mentioned multiple times already that, yeah, we're scoring 3 to 4 goals a game against the Canadians and the Flames and blah, blah, blah. But it's pretty obvious that 5-on-5, offensively, we haven't really reached our peak yet. And I know Connor Garland, Pettersson, Hoglander looking pretty good together through 5 or 6 periods of hockey together. That being said, I still believe there's a lot more room for a line like that to be more dominant shift by shift, thus leading me to believe that when Joshua is back in the lineup, you're going to see that third line again, okay? You're going to see Bluger, Garland, and Joshua reunite. You're going to see Lindholm get an opportunity, not just with Pettersson, but with also Miller, because there has to be another level of offensive fluidness within those group of all-stars. There just has to be. And a big reason why I say that is not only because I want it to be the truth, but because doesn't it have to be if this team is going to be successful in the playoffs? Or does it? Because if you think about this, right? Think about this. The Vancouver Canucks, if you take away that third period against the Colorado Avalanche, the Vancouver Canucks have showed for like 10 games now, and I'm very confident that it's going to be the rest of the way just like this, but they've showed that they're extremely well taught the ways of playing defensive hockey, okay? As a team, as a unit. They are well structured, and they're doing their thing. And there's a recipe for them to be a boring team that plays good playoff hockey and gets really, really reliable goaltending from Thatcher Demko, and that is the recipe for success. Straight up. The Canucks can hit you in so many ways. Maybe that's why I'm over here demanding. Yes, demanding a better offense 5-on-5 from those groups of all-stars. Because, yeah, we could play this defensive structure and lock teams down and not give them a lot of opportunities and beat you 4-2, 3-2, blah, blah, blah. But can we do all that and also have Lindholm, Besser, Miller, Pettersson, and Hoglander bring it to another level? Shift after shift after shift? I think so. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I know we got 98 points, and the Canucks are now, winners of 7 of 9? I think that's the math. I think the Vancouver Canucks can get a lot better, and if they want to go to June, they do got to get a lot better. Okay? For real. Well, let's get to some of the comments. Okay, Richard, man. What's up, man? How you doing, bro? You my brother, man. AC Slayer, man. You gotta love Kyle's attitude, okay? Japan. Spark it up, Kyle. Yo, Trevor's coming over in 40 minutes. He's covering the game. And I messaged Trevor, man. I messaged him in the Discord, okay? I told him, do us all a favor, okay? Find out the truth. Why did Rick Tocchet have JT Miller playing on the other side on the power play for about a month? And I hope that Rick Tocchet is honest with us, okay? Come on, be honest with us, Rick Tocchet. It was an experiment, okay? This team was ahead in the standings. They had room to try a lot of different things out. You saw it with how much lineup juggling they were doing. And one of the quote-unquote casualties of his attitude and his pursuit to, analyzing and using his lineup was having Miller not on the left side of the power play. And what happened? The power play sucked. The power play sucked. They damn near dropped out of the first half of the league. I'm pretty sure going into tonight's game, they were ranked 14th in the league. And what happened today when the Canucks needed a goal, a big goal, late in the third period? There's JT Miller on the left side of the power play, using the one-timer, using his shot to generate a goal, and it's a beautiful thing. There's not a lot of better players in the NHL that can operate a power play from that spot. So again, Trevor Beggs, you better ask Rick Tocchet the question, why did he do it? Why did he move Miller away from Hughes on the left side for about a month? Because that ish made my head hurt. I'm not gonna front, okay? For real. Bar down Bex. Okay, Quinn Hughes is the GOAT, though. Okay, Quinn Hughes picked up an assist today. Overall, to be honest, I thought he struggled today. I thought he wasn't perfect. I think there is another level to his game, too. And I think for a guy like that, it's pretty hard to play the Calgary Flames, okay? For real. This guy's been itching to not only play in big games, but to play in playoff games. And these games against the Canadians and the Calgary Flames, they don't hit the same way, okay? And if he's saving some juice for those games that matter, it's okay for him to take some nights off. And it's okay for him to take some nights off when the other guys on defense are really stepping up. And man, oh man, can we say it again, man? Nikita Zadorov. Do we got to sign Nikita Zadorov tomorrow? Do we got to do it? Because this guy did it again today. He was magnificent. He was physical. He was a force. He laid the boom. I'm a huge Nikita Zadorov fan. Yo, Nikita Zadorov wakes up the building. Hey, speaking of which, yo, cheers to the building today, yo. What was in the building? What was in the building? Yo, what is in Sapporo, dude? This stuff smacks, bro. The building was loud today. They were singing. They were chanting JT Miller. And sooner or later, yo, they're going to be chanting Nikita Zadorov, man. You're talking about the playoffs. You're talking about the West Coast, the best coast of Canada. You're talking about a city, a fan base, just wanting the most out of their hockey team when it matters, okay? We want a cup. There is a big opportunity for Nikita Zadorov to really put himself on the map, not only in Vancouver, but in the NHL, because this city is really about to fall in love with this guy. If he plays a calm game, doesn't make mistakes, and he lays the body, bro, Nikita Zadorov can really take over. Just the truth. Nikita Zadorov, man, so impressive. What a trade by Patrick Allvin. What a ripoff. Craig Conroy, you got ripped off. I guess it balances itself out, right? The way we got Zadorov versus the way we got Lindholm. We traded, 18 assets for Elias Lindholm? Are you serious? We traded 18 assets for Elias Lindholm at one point. It's a 1-goal game in the third period. We got a Pacific Division to lock up. We got to lock up first in the West. We got home ice to lock up. And the guy that we traded 18 assets for is doing what? He's playing with Niels Amon and Podkolzin. Fourth line role. Maybe I'm looking too much into it, which I totally am. But I think it is more than fair for me to say that I'm expecting more from Lindholm. Yo, I'm an asshole, dude. I'm an asshole. Wasn't this guy hurt? Isn't Lindholm hurt? Isn't he playing through an injury? Dude, again, yo, we got to slow down. Everyone here, can we just stop doing it? Can we stop making fun of Lindholm? No more mid-home talk, okay? Again, Elias Lindholm, I'm so sorry for talking ish about you. I know you're hurt. You're playing through it. The travel, right? The time difference. Calgary to Vancouver, the time difference, man. You're still adjusting. Okay? I'm patient. I no longer will complain about you. Just be a lot better, okay? Please. Please. I gotta leave Lindholm alone. Yo, if anyone sees me walking the streets of Vancouver, slap me and tell me to stop making fun of Lindholm, okay? Look at Mr. Whale, man. He said this earlier too, man. What's with the tragic Canadian national anthem singing at Rogers Arena? I don't know. I don't know, man. Dude, I partially work in the music industry. I got a lot of love for the musical talent in BC, right? They've done a lot for me. They have inspired me. They got me out the gutter. I'm not gonna trash them on the West Coast, the best coast, on the West Coast bias to show what the West Coast bias. I'm not gonna do it now, but come playoff time, let's make sure we clean that up, okay? The world's about to be watching, okay? Look at Richard, man. The time distance, dude, it's an hour. Yo, Richard, man, we're trying to be nicer to Lindholm, okay? He's going through a lot. Elston Gunn, Juggy is our best singer. Yo, that Juggy guy, bro, that dude is magnificent. Magnificent. I've seen him sing a couple times, and I'm blown away every single time. For real. Anyways, again, this is Locked on Canucks. This is the Short Game Show. Sometimes I'm going to be doing it in this format when I'm away from the studio, getting some rest, and watching the game from home. Hit the like button. It helps us out a lot. I'm trying to take my girlfriend to Cactus Club every now and then, and a like goes a long way. Also hit the subscribe button, okay? For real. We're here every day. Look at Richard, man. Lindholm was planning spring golf, and now look what he has to do. He has to play in the playoffs, man. Yo, who's got a drink in their hand, man? If you don't got a drink, you got some water, you got a bag of potato chips, let's cheers right now, yo. April is about to come. We got 10 games left. We got 98 points. I don't want to jinx it. But the Canucks are going back to the playoffs, man. You know how many Vancouver Canucks 2023, 2024 mashups you're going to watch over the next couple of weeks? Like, you're going to hype yourself up. You're back to feeling like yourself again. And you could have never predicted this. Straight up, 98 points, 10 games left. The sun's about to be shining, and the car flags are going to be out. You're going to see jerseys everywhere. I got a text from a friend. Somebody asked me if Vancouver knows about the Canucks yet. And I was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Of course we know about the Canucks. But in general, I feel as if the city is still slightly sleeping on this team, right? The casual Vancouver fans. I'm not talking about the diehard Canucks fans. I'm talking about the casual fans. And it's about to warm up. And we're talking about a fan base that hasn't really experienced playoff hockey in 10 years. Damn near 10 years. We're talking about a bar scene, right? A restaurant scene, a cultural scene that hasn't experienced this. And man, oh man, I'm excited for our neighbors, man. Straight up, let's get together. Let's take care of each other, and let's do this till June. Yo, whoever's here with me right now, man. Yo, hit the damn like button for this, bro. Why not us? And why not have it this way? This was not supposed to happen this season. It wasn't supposed to be this magical. AKA, dude, we don't know how these things work out. But for some reason, my heart is telling me that this is the year the Vancouver Canucks are going to win the Stanley Cup in a miraculous way. A big reason why? Because, yo, Nikita Zadorov's on our team, man. Yo, Nikita Zadorov, man. Nikita Zadorov, man. Are you serious? Hey, Elston, man. Shout out to the Locked On Canucks for giving away tickets to the diehards. Yo, I got to clear this up too, man. I got to clear this up. Yo, those tickets were given away from our studios. Yo, Begsy, Kyle Bowen, Don't Doze Art Lab, Raj. Okay, we gave those tickets to the fans. Not the people at Locked On Canucks. We have to do a lot of paperwork and other things to get gifts from Locked On to be handed to the fans. So we just went straight to the fans. We learned a lot about the whole contest system. But yo, those tickets were given from, again, Begsy, Bowen, Don't Doze Art Lab, and Raj Singh. Yo, shout out to Raj Singh. Shout out to the Limelight Podcast, another podcast that really does care about the West Coast, the best coast of Canada. Okay, let's read this comment, okay? For real. Anyone got a candle? Because this one's going to save us. This one's going to save us, okay? And Mike L, man. Mike L, one of my favorite people in the Discord. This guy's too smart. He's calm. He's poised. And he's a big reason why we're going to make it to June, okay? For real. Okay, Lindholm wins 60% of his draws. There's value other than points. Bro, there's a lot of truth in that. And I know the Canucks didn't give up 18 assets to get a really good face-off guy only. Like, they definitely want more offense from him. But, again, there's a lot of truth in Lindholm being a smart player, a strong player, a wise player, and really good at face-offs, which means he's a good possession player. He's not hurting you a lot. And that's important. But you best believe, for this team to go to June, for a team that lacks a lot of experience, right? They haven't gone to the dance. They haven't gone to war together. They haven't had to experience moments where they have to be resilient because of a playoff loss. They haven't done all that. And for them to get to June this year, in year one of this window opening, they need everything to go right. And one of those things that have to go right is Lindholm becoming a way better offensive player. And there's room there for that to happen. I mean, again, if Garland, Joshua, and Blueger become, that line again, there's going to be an opportunity for Lindholm to ride with Pettersson and Hoglander. And that duo of Hoglander and Pettersson, I think they're slowly but surely becoming dynamic. And we saw today, man, those 2 goals that Hoglander scored. The first one, tic-tac-toe, boom, bam. Boom, bam. Pettersson looking slick with the passes. And how about that second goal? It could have been a 2-on-0, but what did Pettersson do? Bro, we just forwarded that pass to Hoglander. He said, yo, you take it. He instilled that confidence in his guy, and Hoglander did the rest. And again, that moment. Remember that moment. Remember that goal. That was one of the nicest goals the Canucks have scored all year. That moment could be huge, because we may see a different Niels Hoglander post that goal against Jacob Markstrom on this Saturday night. Straight up. Look at East Van Canucks, okay? Defensively, you have to be pleased, but I feel like we haven't fired on all cylinders yet. Exactly, yo. Exactly, okay? Again, the last 10 games, the Canucks had put on a clinic defensively. They're playing a playoff brand of hockey outside of that third period against Colorado, and I guess you could say the second period against the Capitals, right? Outside of those 2 periods, the Canucks have played, some mesmerizing playoff type of hockey. It's so nice to see this team play that well structurally, and you can see that game translate over to the playoffs, and more specifically against the Edmonton Oilers in the second round, because the Oilers are not going to be dancing and flashing and doing all these things against that type of defense. It's just the truth. That being said, there's another gear to this team, and it's towards the top 2 lines being way more dynamic 5-on-5. That's the truth. Look at Mr. Whale. When Dakota Joshua comes back, he should play in the top 6. Bro, guys, come on. Stop doing this. Stop doing this. People, stop doing this, okay? When Dakota Joshua gets back, you reunite him with Blueger and Garland, and you hope that with 4 or 5 games left in the season, or whenever Joshua comes back, they can get that chemistry back together. Because if they do, and then somehow, some way, those top 2 lines of the Vancouver Canucks become dynamic 5-on-5, bro, I'm telling you. I know we're first place in the NHL. We've been, well, we've been doing our thing, right? The Vancouver Canucks been doing their thing. They've been pretty much first or second or third place all season long. Boom, boom, boom. But if they get three lines going the way I think they can get going, I think the Vancouver Canucks can go on a run similar to, the LA Kings in 2012, okay? Because even though the Canucks, again, are at the top of the standings, they still have a lot of Cinderella connected to them. And that's okay with me, man. That's okay with me, man. The Canucks have won a lot of Northwest Division titles, right? They've won a couple President's trophies. They've been, top three in the West in years where they've made the playoffs, blah, blah, blah. Why not have it be done this way and in a way that we never saw coming? 12 months ago, people. 12 months ago. We just want meaningful games in March. We want this team to take the next step, and I'm over here dreaming that they're going to take it all the way. And why not, man? Our city deserves this, man. Cup or bust, man. We traded 18 assets for Elias Lindholm, okay? Anyways, I think that's it, man. I think that's it. One love to everyone, man. We talking to the people every day, man. We warming up. We practicing too, man. For real. Locked on Canucks, doing our thing. Trevor Beggs, Kyle Bowen. Trevor Beggs making his way to my crib in 30 to 40 minutes. We're going to be sipping on some Sapporos. We're going to be celebrating 420 early. If you know, you know. One love. My name is Kyle Bowen. KYLEBHAWAN. Is that shirt made out of cashmere? No, bro. Come on, man. This shirt was like $20 from Gap, dude. You know what I'm saying? It ain't made out of cashmere yet. Happy birthday, Mr. Whale. One love to the people. Go Canucks, go. And believe, man, believe that we can win the Stanley Cup this year. And best believe that you deserve this. And what is that you deserve is, again, that feeling. It's that feeling. Like, it's about to be April again. The sun is going to be shining. Car flags are going to be out. And, bro, as Bardown says, I'm back. You're back. You're back to feeling like yourself. And that's because the Vancouver Canucks, bro, they're good again. Yo, Trevor's here. Can we, I don't even know how to add Trevor into this. Anyways, man, I'm out of here, man. One love, man. Let me sip my beer.